Welcome to Harris Park, Sydney's Little India. In this Sydney food vlog, we're going to be trying the most popular Indian dishes in Harris Park.
Harris Park is in Greater Western Sydney, 19 kilometres west of Sydney CBD. It's home to a large Indian population and has some of the most amazing Indian restaurants that you'll find in Sydney.
Mitran Da Dhaba is one of the newest food trucks on the scene in Harris Park. They're a little bit tucked away in Albion Street, but they're certainly worth the find. We're going with their most popular dish, the Chole Bhature, which is this, and we've also got their Chole Kulche. Now, they're also well known for their paranthas. You can get a whole range of different paranthas: cheese, cauliflower, radish, and even potato. The other cool thing about this food truck is it's all vegetarian food. With both of these dishes, the main difference is the bread that it comes with. So chole is a chickpea curry, so we've got pretty much the same curry. So there's a whole range of flavors in there. There'll be cumin, ginger, garlic, and it'll be really tasty. What is most interesting about the dish is the flatbread. So this is the bhature. It's just a dough that's got baking soda in it, and it's all fluffy and deep fried. So I've never tried this before, so this will be really interesting to get into. So I'll open it up. So it's a little bit crispy on the outside and pulls apart pretty easily. So I'll try it with some of the chickpea curry. So you just use your hands, get into it. Oh, okay. So with the chole, there's a little bit of heat to it. So the bhature is really tasty. So it's quite chewy and it goes really well with the curry. The curry is actually quite tangy. There's a bit of a sour note to it. And as I said before, there's a fair bit of heat to it. The kulche is prepared slightly differently. So this is on a tandoor as opposed to being deep fried. And what I also like about the kulche is it's garnished with some coriander as well. So that'll add a little bit of extra flavor. And it looks like we also have some butter there too. And that's going to be yummy. The kulche is not as chewy as the bhature. It's quite light and fluffy. The bread itself seems to melt in your mouth. And both dishes are served with a couple of sides. So you have some onion, there's green chili. It looks like there's also some carrots too. We were recommended to have some lassi as well. If you need something to take the edge off that heat, lassi is a good option. Oh, I love lassi. So it's like a runny yogurt. This one's sweet. I can get a hint of rosewater in there, which is really, really tasty. So both these dishes were $12, and most of the dishes here are $10 or less. So that's amazing value.
Indochainese is one of the best restaurants in Harris Park. So it's a fusion of Indian and Chinese food. They've got a really extensive menu, and one of their most popular dishes is the lollipop chicken. So this is an appetizer. It comes with 6 drumsticks, which are coated in this beautiful sauce, which I hear has a bit of heat in it. And it came out so fresh, you could see the steam rising off it. I love this sticky sauce that they've got on the top. Got some sesame seeds, some spring onions, and it comes with a sauce as well. So this looks like a mint sauce. So I'm gonna just tuck in. I love how they've cut it so you can really bite into it and use the bone as a bit of a handle. Oh. So this sauce is a Szechuan sauce. It's a beautiful mix of celery, star anise, and some chili powder in there. It's got a bit of a kick to it, but it's definitely within my tolerance limits. And let's try it with that sauce as well. Love how the chicken has a bit of a caramelization to it as well. So there's little bits of crunchy bits, which is really nice. And the meat is so tender. This amazing looking dish is a mutton dum biryani. So it's a rice that is infused and it's boiled in various spices to really impart the flavor and the aroma of the spices into the rice. And then you've got underneath this mutton, beautiful pieces of mutton. And so it comes with some sauces as well and a little bit of a side salad. So what you do is you tip the dish over and then you've got the mutton just beautifully cooked at the bottom here. Squeeze some lemon on here as well. The spices that are in the rice are cardamom, cinnamon, and cloves. Yeah, you can definitely taste the spices. And the mutton is marinated in a yogurt as well as a blend of spices. My mouth is just coated in that blend of spices, that chili. This definitely does have a bit of heat to it. So the yogurt is a nice welcome addition to kind of balance out that heat. And having that mutton in that marinade of yogurt and then slow cooked makes it really soft and tender. So I'm just loving how Harris Park showcases the wide diversity of flavours and dishes available within Indian cuisine. And Indochinese is a great example of this. And be sure to finish your meal with a delicious masala chai. So if you're not familiar with masala chai, it's a black tea which is milk and sugar and a range of spices including cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, cloves and black pepper. Oh, that is so good. It was a really interesting process of making the masala chai. So they have a clay pot which gets put into an oven. It comes out and the chai is boiled in it. And you can see the milk is really beautiful and frothy. And that spice blend is absolutely delicious.
This is Dosa Hut in Harris Park. So there are over 25 locations throughout Australia and they specialise in making dosa, which is this. So dosa is like a thin, crispy pancake made from fermented rice and lentils. We've gone with their 70mm special non-veg, and it's this, and all I can say is wow. It's not 70mm, it's 70 centimetres. So this is massive. And it comes with a whole range of different condiments. Because we've got the non-veg special, we've got minced lamb, minced chicken, that's a peanut sauce. We've got potato, and that's paneer or cheese. And we've also got a ginger tomato sauce there, as well as a mixed vegetable sauce. So, this looks so amazing, and this was $18.95. So I'm gonna break off some of the dosa. It's a little bit crispy, it's not too crispy. I will try it with some of the lamb mince to begin with. Just grab some, use your hands, that's how you're supposed to do it. So that lamb mince has a mild flavour to it. It's not too spicy. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, there is a little bit of spice in there, it's just a slow burn. I'm always going to assume wrong if I don't think there's going to be any chili in an Indian dish. Yeah, there's a whole range of herbs and spices in there. And I just love the approach to eating dosa. So it's just so cool being hands-on with your food. I'll try some of this potato now. It's like an Indian version of mash. So you've got spices in there like turmeric and cumin. It's quite salty as well. And I'm really intrigued about this peanut sauce. When I first looked at it, I thought it was a mint raita, but no, it's peanut. Oh, yum. That peanut sauce is so smooth and creamy, with a very strong taste of peanut in there. And I think there's some other herbs in there mixed in as well. I think there could even be some coriander. So I'll try this tomato ginger sauce now. So it's a very vibrant red colour. And I do like the presentation of the whole dish. So you've got reds, oranges, yellows in there, and not to mention one big massive dosa. Oh, wow. That sauce really hits you. I think the ginger, there's so much ginger in there and it just really packs a massive punch. So it's not so much heat, but a really strong taste of ginger, and that's really, really tantalising. It's really good. And quite different to other flavours that you get. So yeah, there's a whole range of various flavours and they just work so well with this dish. This is a must try in Harris Park.
For some of the best flavours of India in Sydney, come to Chill and Grill in Harris Park. So they specialise in kebabs and North Indian cuisine, and they've also got some delicious snacks like the Panipuri, which is only $6.99 for this serving of 8. Panipuri is a beautiful little mouth-sized snack, and it's a hollow breaded sphere which is deep fried, and then you get some potato, chickpea and other stuff inside it, and it comes with a sauce. So we've got a sweet tamarind sauce, and we've also got a combination sauce which has the spicy mint and the sweet tamarind. So what you do is you pour the sauce in and then take a bite. I really love that crunch when you bite in. And then you've got that liquid, which is really, I think it's chilled, it's quite refreshing. And you can definitely taste that mixture of the spiciness and the sweetness of the combination sauce. So it's really just a burst of flavour in your mouth and a burst of texture as well. So as the name suggests, Chill and Grill is known for its grilled meat. This is a grilled chicken tikka. It looks absolutely amazing. I love how it comes suspended like this, and the sauce is just dripping down and glistening on that chicken. It also comes with a mint sauce, and oh my goodness, I love this vibrant orange colour. So chicken tikka is a very popular Indian dish. It's got herbs, it's got ginger and garlic and yogurt in there, very juicy and succulent. Let's just give it a bit. Should I eat it from the thing, or is that, this is a bit unconventional, but I'm just going to tuck in. Oh. That chicken is just so tender, so juicy. It's just cooked absolutely to perfection. And the marinade on it is just full of flavour. It's not spicy at all. And that tomato yogurt sauce is just so flavourful with all those spices. And this was $16.90, which is excellent value. What I find really interesting about Harris Park is the streetscape. So we're on one of the main streets in Harris Park. It's full of single-storey dwellings that have been converted into restaurants. But behind me, you've got skyscrapers of Parramatta.
ChatKazz is an institution in Harris Park. It's a Sydney Indian street food restaurant. It's clearly really popular, and I really love the decor here. It's just amazing. It's really colourful. There's decorations everywhere. With all the people and the scenery, it makes for a really awesome vibe. ChatKazz also have a sweet shop in Harris Park. We walked past it just before 9 a.m. this morning, before it opened, and there was already a lineup. Now we walked past it again at 3 p.m. today, and the small shop is just absolutely packed. So that's a very popular shop in Harris Park too. Not only does ChatKazz offer amazing Indian street food, but it's 100% vegetarian. One of their most popular dishes is the Vada Pav. So it's basically an Indian burger. Now open it up. The Vada is basically a potato mixed with spices like turmeric, chili powder, and then it's deep fried to a golden crisp. And it comes with 2 sauces. So this is a sweet tamarind sauce, and then you also have a mint sauce there as well. I guess you just dip it in the sauces. So the outside of the Vada is crispy, but the moment you bite in, you get that smooth and tender interior. So you can really taste the coriander, and it's even coloured greeny yellow. So the yellow is the turmeric that's in there. There's also mustard seed as well, so that gives it a hit of flavour too. The mint sauce is quite mild. You get the minty taste, but there's no heat to it or anything. I'll try the tamarind sauce now. If you prefer sweet sauces, then the tamarind one's for you. It's got this interesting mix of tanginess or a little bit of sourness, but then also it's sweet. So that makes it really interesting. I think it complements the potato really well. Oh, it's just a burst of amazing flavour. So if you want a quick, cheap eat on the go, the Vada Pav is a great option.
Taj Sweets and Restaurant is one of the best places in Sydney to get Indian sweets. And it's Diwali at the moment, so it's the perfect time to get some Indian sweets. So we have some Barfi here. It's a really popular Indian sweet, which is kind of like a fudge. It's milk-based, and it's really popular in India and Pakistan, and particularly in North India. So we've got one which has cashews here and pistachio, and then we've also got this vibrant pink rose flavoured one. And they're priced by the weight, so each piece is around $3. It's got quite a dense texture, very milky. It's got like a bit of a yogurty kind of taste to it. It's quite soft, it's not overly chewy or anything like that. And then there's like a little mild crunch at the top, which is like probably a harder sugar coating at the top. It's sweet, but not overpoweringly sweet. I just love that vibrant pink colour. And this Barfi is more of a plain Barfi with a nut topping. I really love this silver leaf that it's got at the top. It makes it quite an interesting look to it. So it's got a beautiful sweetness to it. It's a bit more sweet than the rose flavoured one, and it's got a cardamom taste and maybe a little bit of vanilla in there. The texture is a bit softer than a fudge. It's not chewy at all. It's kind of like a halfway between a fudge and like a cake-like texture, a really dense cake. This is the perfect way to celebrate Diwali, being in Harris Park and having some delicious Indian sweets.
A to B Sweets and Restaurant in Harris Park specialises in South Indian cuisine. In this restaurant, it's split into two sections. So there's a sweets shop and then there's a general restaurant. You'll be able to find over 1,200 restaurants just like this all around the world. So it's very popular and very successful. We've got a selection of their amazing looking sweets. So this is Kaju Rose, this is Jangiri, and this is Mysore Pak. And we've also been given a little taster of Rava Kasari. So I'm going to try the Mysore Pak first. So it's basically an Indian fudge. I've been told it's just going to melt in my mouth. So I'll take a little bit. Wow, yum. Oh, that's so nice. And it did exactly what I was told it would do. It just melts as soon as it gets into your mouth. So it's a really light fudge flavour. I think it's got some cardamom in there, so it's lightly spiced. And it's sweet, but not too sweet. It just tastes so amazing, very premium. So Jangiri, it looks quite similar to jalebi. And now we've tried that in our Ramadan night market video. Now, the difference between jalebi and Jangiri is the flour that's used. So the Jangiri is actually made from lentil rather than flour. So the lentil mixture is deep fried and then soaked in sugar syrup. So I think it'll have a pretty similar taste. It's very nice, and it is really sweet. So what I like about it is you bite the hardened outside, but the inside has all that sugar syrup in there, so you get that burst of syrup come through. Oh, very tasty, very sweet. Now for the Kaju Rose. So Kaju means cashews. This is a cashew-based sweet. It just looks so, so pretty with all the rose petals there. You bite into it and immediately you get this amazing rose flavour. Because the rose has been dried, that rose flavour is really intense. It's really, really delicious. You can also taste the cashews there as well. And the base tastes a little bit like the Mysore Pak. So it's a little bit fudgy on the base. This was a really cool choice and just so visually appealing too. Finally, the Rava Kasari. We did feature this in our Sri Lankan food tour video a couple of months ago. So I describe this as a pudding. So you can taste the semolina in there. It's a little bit grainy, but quite smooth, and it is definitely sweet. And it comes served warm too. These sweets are sold by weight, and so each one of them was between $2 to $3. If you've got a hankering for some sweet food in Harris Park, make sure you come to A to B Sweets and Restaurant.
One drink that's always guaranteed to bring a smile to my face is Faluda. So we've come to Gianni's Delicacies in Harris Park, and we've got the special Faluda. So what makes it special is it's got chopped kulfi in it. We've got it in Malai flavour, which is a combination of milk and almonds. Faluda has just a mix of everything delicious. It's got rose syrup, it's got chia seeds, it's milk-based. It's really nice and cool and refreshing. And I can see even there is a cherry on top. How good is that? So we've also got some chopped nuts. There's little noodles in there as well. Oh, so amazing. So in the first slurp, you get that really good hit of rose syrup, really nice and sweet and floral. And then I love that you've got chunky bits in there as well. There's just so much flavour, so much texture. So good. So this was $11 and it's made to order.
Harris Park got its name from the surgeon John Harris, who built the first experimental farm in colonial Australia. For thousands of years, it was the home of the Baramatagal people of the Darug Nation. Harris Park is now home to a large Indian community, and that's why it's known as Little India. Mitran Da Dhaba and Grill is an Indian restaurant in Harris Park that specialises in North Indian cuisine, specifically kebabs and curries. So they're also really well known for their roti, and they have a particular type of roti called Ramali roti. Now it's really wafer thin, and you're not going to find it too many other places in Harris Park. We're going to try the Makki Ki Tikki, which is a starter, and it's a corn kebab. It's made out of maize flour. There's also potato in there, as well as a range of herbs and spices. The kebab also comes with a mint sauce, so there's mint yogurt, chili, and some coriander in there, so I think that will complement it really well. The kebabs have been fried, so on the outside it's really quite crispy, but on the inside it's all soft and tender from the potato. And I really like the mint sauce that goes with it. It gives it a little bit of extra kick. The starters like this range from $17.90 upwards, and the mains will be typically between $20 to $30. Now, there is also a street food selection, which is only $12.
Harris Park is a must-visit destination in Sydney for delicious Indian food. And we've been particularly surprised at how many food trucks there are here. Behind me is Narayan's Veg Paradise. It has beautiful street food and it's all vegetarian friendly. And we're going to try their most popular dish, the Khaman Dhokla. This is Khaman Dhokla. It's a beautiful little savoury snack which is made of besan flour, and it's got mustard seeds, it's got curry leaves, and I can see some coriander in here as well. I love this beautiful yellow colour, and it's got a nice warm curry to dip in. It's got a really soft cake-like texture to it, and those spices and herbs just really linger in your mouth. Oh, it's really delicious. Yeah, so the curry kind of soaks in there and yeah, really makes it nice and moist as well. So another element of this dish that I'm really loving is the seb. So that's these little crunchy noodle bits. They're made of chickpea flour and they're made into little thin noodles which are then deep fried.
Harris Park's really easy to get to from the city. It's around a 40-minute train ride and it has a station at Harris Park. Now, my hot tip is to get an express from the city, go to Parramatta instead, and then it's only a 10-minute walk away. There are also plenty of public buses that service both the Harris Park and the general Parramatta area.
So John, what did you think of our Harris Park food tour?
I must say that this has been one of my favourite food tours all year. Harris Park has really ticked all our boxes. You only need to walk 5 minutes for basically everything. Even within Indian food, there's so much variety as well. And it's all really cheap. So there are heaps of food trucks here offering great street food for less than $10. It's amazing.
So this is actually our first time trying Indian food in Harris Park, and our only regret is that we didn't come here sooner.
Yeah, I really think this is the first of many Harris Park food tours. We hope you liked our Sydney Indian food tour. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and leave us a comment.
So if you're new to our channel, we're Jay and John, Bucket List Travellers, and we do plenty more Sydney food vlogs like this, as well as food and travel vlogs from around the world. So if you want to follow us on our adventures, be sure to subscribe.
We are Bucket List Travellers.
See you next time.